Yeah. Breakstuff. I already
Party on. Oh wait, no, that's a copyright strike right
Dude, they're not gonna get us for party on.
Party on Wayne.
Am I like I'm technically Garth in this situation?
Are you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just like the.
You're
like
the drummer.
I'm the drummer. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And also, you got the almost Wayne Campbell hair.
I did go one Halloween as Wayne.
Yeah, like it makes
was
sense.
the easiest thing.
Yeah, you probably just showed up and then just had a hat and just went like this all the time, like with your hair, and you're like,
Okay,
oh.
there was a little bit more effort involved, right?
Okay.
So I took like an old pair of jeans,
Okay.
cut it up,
Okay.
and then took a hoodie, tied it around my waist, got a plain black tee.
Yeah. Because you don't have any of those.
Plain black, it's hard. Yeah,
Actually, no,
black.
you don't wear those because you just wear all black band shirts.
Yeah. Now I have like two.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, well, this was way back when, so it wasn't totally plain, right?
Yeah.
So I took my dad's like old black cap that says Japan on it because he bought it in Japan.
Yeah, as he does.
Yes, he does. I literally printed out the Wayne's World logo on like letter size paper, cut it out, just taped it
Nice.
in front of the cap, and I went. It worked, bro.
Yeah, dude, I believe it. You want to know my favorite? It was actually at one of your Halloween parties.
Boston?
Yeah, my
Okay.
favorite one. Forgive me, I don't remember your name. It was very like foreign, and I had a tough time remembering.
Maybe I know this person.
You probably do, and it's probably not even that foreign of a name. I just don't remember his name, honestly.
John.
No, it wasn't John. That'd be funny. It was like Bill or something. So he came and he looked like a stereotypical like I like grunge music, like t-shirt, like kind of ripped up flannel, like black jeans. Came in, but then he had this big gash right here, and then like his hair was already blonde, so like he came in and he had this big gash, I guess like this big almost like hole, and
right.
so he's like walking around, and like he's got what's like eye bags under his eyes, and, like looks like dead. And so I'm like chatting with him, like I'm like trying to get like a good rapport with him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, like what are you dressed as? And he's like, I'm Kurt Cobain.
Bro.
That's my favorite. Like I have never heard a better like I've not seen a better Halloween costume.
I don't think. Did I see this Halloween costume? I was there, right?
You were there. It was at your house, man.
Oh, that's true.
It was
Who's
literally
this
at your
guy?
apartment. I don't know. I think his name's Thomas.
From Denmark.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. There we go. His name's not that foreign,
Thomas.
but he is foreign.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like we have this. Yeah. Blonde. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Viking.
Yeah.
Who plays jazz?
Plays a lot of jazz.
Which that's like can you imagine? Can you visualize like a Viking playing jazz? It's got to be metal, right?
No, it's like the equivalent of like a bodybuilder riding a bicycle. Like imagine John Cena
Or a moped.
Like anything small. Like that's like the same idea.
That's right. So this is a nice segue, actually.
Okay.
Because I was gonna ask you.
Ask me.
For this portion of the show. That's it.
Go hard.
So we were talking about like unexpected matches.
Yeah.
Okay. You know Vivaldi, right?
Yes.
Does it go hard?
Okay. I listened. Like I was on a long car ride today. I listened. I see where you're coming from. It's still a no.
Interesting. Thoughts?
Okay, so like I get where you're coming from because a lot of like especially like the violin, the piano, like it is basically like the prehistoric, like that's not even prehistoric, it's like the classical shredding. Like it's literally like shredding. But that doesn't mean it goes hard. I wouldn't go to a symphony or I wouldn't go to an orchestra and then like they play Vivaldi stuff and I'm like freaking headbanging out.
Okay, fair enough.
Just because it's the precursor to shredding doesn't mean it goes as hard as shredding.
For me, it goes hard.
It goes hard.
For sure. As a big Yngwie fan.
Right, yeah, because all of his stuff is just...
I mean, not like 90%. You know, it's neoclassical metal, right? I mean...
Right.
you definitely go to his show and headbang. People do that.
Yingwei?
People do it. Yeah.
Because I got a hot take.
Well, most people are guitar nerds anyways.
Yeah.
And
I
we're not there to headbang. We're there to like.
Yeah, you're there.
Oh, he nailed that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't think it would necessarily go hard.
No, but I could see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, I could see someone headbanging to it, but like I wouldn't confidently be like, this is some heavy shit. Like I'd be like, this is very complicated, like well thought out stuff, just with distortion.
It seems like okay for Yngwie. Let me get off the trodden path here.
Okay.
A little bit. It seems to be a common thing for Does It Go Hard to like, okay, this X group went hard then when they came out.
Okay.
But now, not so much. I think that's Yngwie now.
Yeah,
I feel like when he came out in the 80s, it's definitely hard, bro. Like, he made a lot of guitar players quit. Also, it was heavy. But now it's like, oh, that's my dad's music.
Yeah, but it's not even like the dad's. Like, I can't imagine, like, back then going to a Yngwie show and, you know, like headbanging. I don't know. Like, I would more just be, like, kind of in awe. But, like, I think by song 4, like, I mean, this is coming from a drummer, but by, like, song 4, I'd be like, all right, I heard enough.
Like, I've heard way too many harmonic minor scales.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I did a concert full of.
Yeah, I know. I was there, bro.
I think that's also, I kind of have some.
Oh, yeah, leftover PTSD.
Yeah, some PTSD from that chick. That was a stressful show.
I know.
It was more stressful for one of the bandmates than I, but it was also still. Huh?
I know, guys.
I know. Yeah.
No, okay. So let's get back to Vivaldi. For me, it goes hard.
It goes hard.
It's metal without electricity.
It's metal without electricity. Yeah, it's still a no.
That's fine. For me, yes, absolutely. Just because I'm a fan of that stuff.
I know you are.
Because anyway, yeah, it
goes hard.
Also, like what I've been arguing, a lot of people have been arguing since forever, is metal could be considered the closest contemporary music form to classical. Right? So think about a lot. Well, not the not like the earliest, but think about like now or even like 10 years ago. Listen to the riffs. Imagine it as violins.
Yeah, no, I totally see what you're saying. But there would not be any circumstance where like I listen to that and I'm like, this goes hard.
Could you imagine going to the Hollywood Bowl? It's like, oh, tonight, Vivaldi. It's just old fuckers, right? Geezers. In suits.
All fuckers.
Yeah, we're all fuckers. I'm not.
Do you go to the old folks' home and you're like, "What's up, fuckers?" Like you're like,
dude, I go to your place and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, fucker?" To the people listening, "What's up, fuckers?"
All right. Okay, so I'm imagining I'm at the bowl with
old fuckers.
Yep.
In suits, tuxedos, gowns.
Yeah.
The whole shebang. Dressed to the nines. And you and I walk in there. We got the best tickets somehow because we somehow have money.
Yeah, somehow.
And we're dressed as, Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, yeah, for sure.
And we're like, yeah!
Yeah, and you're just like there, like...
Yeah! Nailed that harmonic minor again!
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just don't see it. Also,
it's funny though.
It is funny. Like I do like that scenario. Yeah, I really enjoy that scenario. What does this is not metal related, but I don't know. It's those like phrases where it's just always said and like you know what it like you use it for, but you don't know what it means. What does "dress to the nine" mean?
I don't know. I just hear it all the time. Dress to the nines. I don't know where it's from. Somebody might correct us, or somebody might.
I don't even think it's plural. I think it's just "dress to the nines."
Dress to the nines.
Is it?
That's what I hear all the time.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Do you want me to Google it real quick?
Google it. Okay. We fired all of our interns. They said my shirt was stupid, and no one undermines me. Okay. Why is your computer in French? To the nines is an idiom meaning to perfection, to the highest degree in modern English use. The phrase most commonly to the nines. Dressed up to the
Well,
nines.
I guess because perfection is like 10 out of 10, right?
But then it would be to the tens then, because this means to the highest degree.
This is the wrong entry. There's a whole ass article.
There is a whole ass article. Just the nines pops in the 19th century.
How about this? Let's talk about it next episode.
No,
this
we're
is
here. We're here right now. It doesn't matter how much time this is eating, Andy. I want to know now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You want to be like one of the interns? I don't think we need the origin. Just what's the meaning? And it's from Scotland in the 1700s.
The phrase comes from the game of 9 pins, where 9 is the maximum score possible.
And that's why we know the Scots to be the smartest of the bunch.
9 out of 9. Can you imagine in the Olympics? You know how those like stereotypical like judges like holding up a scorecard 10, 10, 10, and the Russian one's like 9.
9. It's just 9.
If you were a Scot, hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
9. Okay, so now we know. This is why you came to this podcast. Is we
it's
just
to learn stuff.
We need to learn things.
We also it's a breakdown of stuff.
Yeah, it's a breakdown of stuff.
So it's in keeping with the theme.
Exactly. We're definitely on brand with this episode.
Absolutely. Dressed to the
Also,
nines.
if anyone wants to be an intern for the show,
we're accepting applications.
We're accepting applications. Just don't cross me.
That's Carson's favorite line. Just don't cross me.
Just don't cross me. Say I look good. Affirm everything that I should be confident about.
Listen, potential intern. I've crossed Carson so many times now.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean anything. Don't worry.
No, I mean Andy has an exception. He's talent. You're an intern.
Oh my god. Yikes.
But we're accepting applications. We don't pay. Not even in sparkling water anymore. But
good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
This guy.
Also, I think that was the best response that from our game night on Saturday was what was the game? Quiplash?
Quiplash, yeah.
Yeah, no, literally Roxanne, Andy's wife. We were like, we all weren't like hitting home runs with that game.
It was pretty hard. Some of the problems, most of the problems were hard.
Most of the problems were tough. But one of them, and like I still think about it, is because it's basically like you're given a prompt and then like just funniest answer, but like you get to type it instead of like cards.
Quiplash, yeah.
Instead of like Cards Against Humanity where you're given cards, right?
It's Cards Against Humanity, but on your phone.
On your phone.
Yeah.
So the prompt was a movie title about a farmer that leaves the farm to go to a big city to become a police officer.
Oh my god,
and
yeah.
And then Roxanne literally just puts filthy pig. And I was like, that was so spot on.
Did she ran away and won with that answer?
No, she won that whole game.
She won it.
That was crazy.
I felt mad at myself for not thinking about it.
No,
but I also didn't get that question too.
Yeah, you didn't. So, but that was so clever. Anyways.
Next band from...
Next band on Does It Go Hard?
Porcupine Tree.
Porcupine Tree.
So, hey, listen, okay. Porcupine Tree is one of Carson and I's favorite bands.
Yeah, pretty good.
Does it go hard?
I think so. They're split into eras because, like, I remember Opeth. We were like, oh, well, this certain era does go hard.
Yeah.
So Porcupine Tree, they were super psychedelic in the 90s.
When we were starting out.
When they were starting, which like there's some cool songs on there, but like not necessarily like, oh, this goes really heavy. It wasn't until like 2001 when they had In Absentia.
Yeah. Which is kind of a landmark album for them.
Yeah, it's a landmark one. Which that one has a lot of like more like quote pop-ish kind of like rock songs. But heavy. But heavy. I'm not saying it's not heavy.
It's not all heavy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not all of it is super heavy. But once they get into Deadwing in 2005, I know the dates. This is kind of sad.
Bro, it's still Deadwing's pretty. It's still pretty heavy, man.
It's got some great songs and
Arriving Somewhere is my favorite.
Okay, hot take. I don't really like that song that much.
We're not friends anymore.
That's fine. And
I'm walking out.
My brother would also, my brother also would not be happy with this. But shout out Bryce. But no, I don't know.
Because he knows better.
Oh, he does know better. But I don't know. I just there's something with that song where like I'm objectively it's good, not my favorite. But ultimately, my answer, what we're getting to, is I'm also a weird Porcupine Tree fan. The Incident is still my favorite.
My favorite song off of that is Bonnie the Cat.
Oh, really? That's like, it's such a cool drum groove. Such a cool drum groove. Low on my list of like best off of that album.
I have a special story about that. Why that's my favorite.
Okay, let me finish the answer. I guess like, yes, they do go heavy. I wouldn't say the 90s psychedelic realm is super heavy. I guess I wouldn't say their entire catalog is, but like their main hits are heavy. So I would say they go hard. So what's your story with Bonnie the Cat?
Wait, let's answer the question first, and then I will tell you the story.
Okay.
I do think Porcupine Tree is mainly a progressive rock band.
Yeah.
That's the foundation.
Yeah.
With elements of metal sprinkled here and there.
Right, for sure.
Because there's while there's a lot of heavy moments, it's not all heavy. Like Trains.
Yeah, Trains is like...
I fucking love Trains, man.
I mean, it's like a good rock song. It isn't like metal, though, by any means. And I guess that's what I was saying about that album is like there is like some metal parts, but like it's majority of it is like the prog rock kind of realm.
Okay, this is one of those bands where I'm going to say, does it go hard? Yes and no.
Yeah.
Both.
I think we're like in agreement. Like it's like...
Does it go hard? A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, for sure.
So my story.
Yeah, your story.
And
then I have a story.
This was when I was in high school in the 2000s.
Uh-huh.
Just dated myself there.
Yeah, it's okay. I was still like in elementary school.
I think it was my first exposure to Porcupine Tree.
Yeah.
So I was one weekend, afternoon, Saturday, I think, pretty boring. I was just stuck at home, was flipping through channels.
Yeah.
Before Netflix, flipping through channels. And then I flipped through like a music channel, and then I heard like, that part, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. It's that sick part.
And I happened upon that exact moment with the music video with the dolls.
Right. Yeah. The weird. All their music videos are wild.
Dude, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And like bam, 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 and that whole part ended, and then there was like. There's synth stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, you're like,
what the fuck is this? Mind blown.
Yeah.
And then, you know how music videos end, just like Porcupine Tree,
this
is the song, this is the label, this is the album.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I will remember you.
I will remember you. I have a funny Porcupine Tree story because you were there. So at Berkeley we have like juries at the end of, because we're talking about Porcupine Tree.
Oh my God.
So we have juries at the end of semesters, and it varies depending on what your major is, and then like what
your instrument is,
and like what your grade is. So I was in pro music, so I didn't have that intensive of like juries, but like I still had juries every semester.
We went to level 6. Performance majors go to level 8.
Ooh, I actually went to 7.
I did 6.
You did 6?
Yeah. But
I guess you just don't really play music. It's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not as much of a music lover as you.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
No. So I think it was level 5. So level 5, it was basically you just come in with a 10-minute performance. And so if you think about like any college, like there's a lot of students. So like once it's jury time, like the professors are very strict on time because it's like
there's a lot of students
to filter through. So like they really like are really demanding on their 15-minute blocks and like keeping to that. So at that time, there is a song off of Fear of a Blank Planet by Porcupine Tree called Anesthetize, which is an amazing song.
One of my favorites.
It's so good, but it is 17 minutes long.
Yeah, but we edited it.
Yeah, we edited it to 10 minutes. So, like, basically, it would be like
took out the guitar solo, took out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we took out a lot of stuff. So, we basically, like, I brought in Andy, our friend Ali, Costa, Moon. That was the whole group, right?
That was it.
Yeah, because we didn't have a bassist.
Oh, we didn't have a bassist.
We didn't have a bassist,
right?
Yeah, I think...
No, we did.
Who's the
T-Rock?
bassist? No, T-Rock wasn't there, dude.
I remember us having a bassist.
We might have had a bassist. If you were the bassist, I'm really sorry. My memory of Berkeley is spotty generally. So like,
We may have had one.
We may have had one. May have not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You guys had like two. You and Ali had like 2 8-strings. So like you.
No. He used the Strandberg.
Yeah.
So we were both rocking 6s.
Oh, you both were rocking 6s.
But drop C.
Yeah.
But you still kind of need a bassist.
You kind of need a bassist.
Anyway, that's beside the point.
Besides the point. So I basically make like a jury edit, which is like basically 10 minutes. So it gets
Cut the song in half.
It gets like the intro, it gets like the big heavy moments, and then the reason I picked this song is there's like this big breakdown at the end. It's like I
remember that.
It's this crazy polyrhythmic thing. Very challenging for me with my limited
and for
scope.
us too. When we were rehearsing it, dude, we were
it's
like
tough. Well, the thing is, I think a lot of people don't understand is like, especially with these prog bands, it's like sometimes they do work with clicks live on stage, but if you're just doing it off the cuff, like we were, it's extremely challenging because we're alternating time signatures, sometimes BPMs.
From that part, Ali and I had to stop listening to you.
Yeah.
And we counted on our own.
Yeah, because my thing was completely different from what you guys were doing.
Because if we tried to count with you, we'd go crazy.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's just don't listen to Carson. It's not a hard part.
Yeah, but
timing
it all together,
it's fucked.
Yeah, exactly. So I picked that song specifically for that section, but then also too, I was like, well, here I have these friends that like are like this band, and I thought it would be fun to just do it. And so we like practiced. I think we had like a couple rehearsals.
3 or 4 of them.
3 or 4. I had to practice a lot because again, that was still like.
Because it was more for you too.
It was more for me. So like I was trying to push myself because I knew it was too, like when I started was too challenging of a part for me to pull off, which is the whole reason to do it.
Which
like
he pulled it off.
Thank you. And so we practiced, and I remember the last rehearsal we were like, it's still tough, but like we got it.
It's enough. To pass.
So we get, I'm not lying to you, 5 minutes into the song, and then the professor's like, "Okay, I've heard enough. A, bye."
We didn't even get out of the intro.
We didn't even get out of the intro.
There's a photo out there somewhere.
That is the most prog problem, though. Is like
5 minutes.
5
We're
minutes.
still in the intro.
We're
bro.
still in the intro.
Remember that there was a photo.
Yeah.
You could see Ali's face was like.
Yeah, because it was filmed, and Ali.
Because every single member prepared a lot.
It
wasn't our jury, we know, but we kind of wanted to nail it.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing with Berkeley is like, I think a lot of people do complain because they're like, oh, I do these guys' juries, and it's not really for me. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's also for the experience for you to grow and develop.
It wasn't even that for me, just because I love the damn.
Yeah,
band.
you like, but also too, like you just enjoy it.
It's
too.
fun, bro.
Yeah,
nailing that song for me was one of my high points in Berkeley.
Yeah, so I mean,
even if we just
did fine.
it.
Yeah. So basically, we have 5 minutes. I still promised all the boys freaking dinner, so we went
to dinner right after.
We went to dinner right after. Cheesecake Factory, which I mean, I still was. We were all kind of pissed.
It was the quietest victory dinner
because we had a good time, but we were also still kind of like. Ugh.
We were all just looking at our food. We were like, nobody was talking. It's like
we were talking. It was
but it was sparse though.
It was sparse, yeah, because we were like. Even Moon, who doesn't talk that much, literally was like...
Well, that was a bummer.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, that was a huge tangent. What was our last band that we were going to ask if it goes hard?
Let's see. It's... Oh, Alcest, French band.
Alcest, okay. My answer... I went through, like, basically their top songs on Spotify. My answer is sadly no. I think it is shoegaze at best, shoegazi at best, and
some would say black gaze.
Black gaze.
That not what it sounds like.
I didn't think it sounded like
anything. It's black
anything.
metal plus shoegaze.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, do the math, folks.
Yeah. No. Literally. No, I knew exactly what you meant. Yeah. No, it literally sounded like because like there's times with black metal or like doom metal, whatever you want to call it, like. There is a point, like there are some bands where it is really heavy, like the distortion's crazy. With this band, I was like, it just feels like, just like maybe a bit of an attitude to being a metal band, but like it just felt like Shugazi.
We share the same answer. Although I'm a big fan of the band.
Yeah, no, this is no dig on the band because the stuff was cool that I listened to.
I saw them live in 2017 when I went to Sydney.
Uh-huh.
Great show.
Yeah.
So at that tour cycle, what was the album? Kodama? Great album. Apparently, they brought back the screams. So everybody was rejoicing, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, heavy-ish,
Yeah.
right? The screams are heavy, but the band wasn't really heavy.
Interesting.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like black metal built on shoegaze. Shoegaze is the bed.
Yeah.
For me, it's not heavy. It doesn't go hard, but I like the combination of it.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely
I don't know
unique.
why. When I listen to the album Kodama, it just puts me in work mode.
Yeah.
Like work.
Oh, interesting.
So I like it.
There you go. That's the verdict.
Yeah.
All right. Before we head out, we do have some memes for your Andy's Gross Corner.
Yuck!
I want to drink out of my absurdly large water bottle.
First one.
To answer all my trolls, yes, I do have a bunch of Lego airplanes, but no, I will not be throwing them at my buildings. To answer all my trolls, yes, I do have a bunch of Lego airplanes, but no, I will not be throwing them at my buildings.
It's really a.
It's short but sweet, bro.
It's short but sweet, but you could definitely tell he gets so many comments. They're just like, "Can you throw them at the towers?"
Bro, I saw the thumbnail. I'm like, we know what's coming.
Yeah.
He was holding a plane, goddammit.
He was holding a plane. Yeah, no, I feel like, man, that's got to be like an interesting existence. Like you kind of find your calling to be Legos.
I've seen weirder things.
Well, for sure. I'm just saying specifically in this case, like I do think it is fascinating when someone's like, I'm just going to build Legos. It's like, well, you could just build buildings.
Maybe he did that.
Maybe he did.
And he retired. He's got all the money.
Yeah, he might.
And he just wants to build Legos now, which is, hey, man, I envy you. All right.
Yeah, no, fair enough. All right.
Second one.
Second one, let's see it.
Reveals the commitment you have to your dreams, especially on days.
This is the same guy from a couple weeks.
He's got the best shit, man.
Reveals the commitment you have to your dreams, especially on days.
Dude, the excitement in his eyes is.
See that 180?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
what?
Oh,
No.
I see it, Andy. I see it. Oh man, that's
To be
that
fair,
was
we all
framing.
we all thought the same thing.
No. Like that is majority of this meme is like we all know what we saw.
We all know that.
We
Yeah.
all.
So
Andy's
that's
Gross Corner.
Cue
Ah.
music.
Well, Andy, we learned a lot this episode. I'm sure our viewers learned a lot. We have 8 now. 8 viewers.
Oh, not 4.
Well, it was 7 last time.
Oh,
Stop
right.
diminishing the number. We had a good
Right.
7.
But downloads.
Downloads.
The fucking downloads,
The fucking downloads.
IMC theaters.
Wait, what?
we make movies better.
What are you saying?
Nicole Kidman in AMC theaters. We laugh, we cry.
I was like, what are you referencing?
I thought you knew, bro.
I thought you were having a stroke.
I was. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Shitty lines like that, bro, it will get you memed.
It'll get you meme for sure.
Yeah.
It'll get you meme for sure.
Anyway, we've been Carson and Andy.
We have been Carson and Andy. We will no longer be Carson and
In the
Andy
next
in the
episode.
next episode.
We will be Andy and Carson. All right.
Sure, yeah. Hugh will be the true host of the show. Please, thanks for watching. Stay tuned next week for another episode of Breakstuff. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.